Um, what's up, everybody? V-Show here. Hope y'all getting all the love, peace, and respect you deserve today. Cause you fucking deserve it. Woo. For those of y'all that follow me, you saw my post this morning. So, I was at work last night, and you know I work overnight, so one of the things that I do when I get in is I prep the forms that we use daily. You know, usually by the time I get there, we're not getting any admissions, so I just make a new admission form for the following day. And same thing for the travel form, all of this stuff. And I started putting the date in, and I realized it was August 8th. My dad died in 2021, August 8th. I was there in the hospital with him, thank God. But it hit me, and I was like, wow, 3 years, okay. I'm a G. I don't, I'll cry for a little bit and then I'll be okay. But usually at work, I'm able to just suck shit down. But I ended up, one of my coworkers, and I apologized to her. I'm so glad that I did, because she was just being her normal self, but for some reason it was really just fucking with me, and everything that people were saying to me, it doesn't even matter what it was about. Every time somebody spoke to me, it just fucking aggravated the fuck out of me, and I couldn't understand why. And I'm sorry. I wrote my daughter, and I was like, you know what, I really want to fucking go home. All of a sudden, I just don't feel good. And she was like, you know what? I just realized after I saw your post about Grandpa that, it's been 3 years. And she was like, Mom, just come on home. And I'm like, no, you know what? I'm here. I don't want to do that to them, because I don't want to, I really hate when I have to call out, especially over my shit. But she was like, Mom, just come on home. And I'm like, no, I'm going to hang in there. But it hit me that, I don't know why it's hitting me so hard this year. It hits me every year, but for some reason, I just cannot stop crying. And my daughter was thinking, she was like, you know what, maybe it's because this has been a really hard year for us. It's been a hard year for us. Financial struggles and job struggles, and for both of us, for both my daughter and myself. It's a lot of stuff that we're going through right now that, had my dad been alive, it wouldn't have been as hard. And it didn't really connect until she said that. And I was like, you know what? Goddamn. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. All I know is that I feel so bad. Everybody that I really, really care for, besides my daughter and my granddaughter and my Uncle Glenn, thank God he's still here. But the people that I really, really used to go to for counsel, they're not here, man. My mom has been gone the longest. My dad, 3 years. Tito, from 2008. I'm back. Today's been one of those days when everything happens for a reason. So my daughter just came in, and she said, I figured you were under the weather. So she came in dancing off of this ratchet ass song. But I guess the main reason why I'm posting this is for those of y'all, all right, and everybody that knows me knows that I am a YouTube junkie. I like watching news. I like watching the things that's happening because I want to be aware of what the fuck is happening. Because if you're aware, then you can take steps to make sure that you're going to be okay. In light of all the crazy shit that's happening in the world, you could at least know what the fuck is happening so that you could just prep yourself. And excuse me for that burp. If you are lucky enough to have your parents in your life, appreciate them. I appreciated my parents always because, they always took care of me. Like, one of the things that I love about my life is that my parents, when all of my school friends, especially in middle school and high school, they were living with single parents and most likely moms, most of them moms. I was the only one that had both my parents in the house. My parents stayed together until my mom passed. So, appreciate your parents, y'all. Because one of the things I always tell my daughter is that I appreciated my parents, but I didn't appreciate them until I was an adult. Because all of the things that they told me about and that they, tried to warn me about was stuff that I ran into when I was an adult. When people tell you, when you get older, you'll understand. Oh, I understood. And after my mom passed, my dad and I got closer. Because, it wasn't like we were estranged or anything, but we got... so... And I know that doesn't happen now, but when kids are young, back when I was a kid, you had a healthy respect and fear of your parents' reaction, feelings, things like that. And that would dictate what you would do in your future life. There's not the same thing right now. Kids nowadays don't think about their parents' feelings when they do shit, because you look at YouTube and you just hear the stories about it. There's so many young kids doing stupid ass shit. So if you are young, and I'm going to be 60 next month, so young to me is 40 and down. Appreciate your parents. Appreciate the lessons that they tried to give you. And I'm not talking about them ratchet parents. I'm talking about parents that were like mine. My parents always tried to prepare me for the future. I used to watch them pay bills together. One of my mom's favorite sayings was, me and your daddy ain't gonna be here all the time, so you need to learn this shit. Go ahead. Help me clean these chitlins. Help me clean these greens. You gonna have to cook for your family. You need to know what to do. Come on in here, watch. And I used to hate it. Oh my God, I don't want to wash dishes. I don't want to do this. But you know what? Thank God. Thank God. Because there's a lot of people out here that's unfucking prepared and they don't understand. So when I think about my dad, and especially after my mom passed, we kind of like really, solidified our shit. And now he's not here anymore. And then you start thinking about all the other people that you lost that really, really meant something to you. And I'm just not in a really good spot right now. I had to call out to work. I don't like doing that shit. I really don't. But here I am. like I said, when I realized what the hell the date was, after midnight when I was at work last night, all of a sudden I just didn't feel good, and it really didn't equate to what the reasoning is until my daughter says something, and I ended up, I barked on one of my co-workers, one of the nurses, and I went, took a break, meditated, and came back, and I apologized to her, and I gave her a hug, and I was like, I'm so sorry. It's not your fault. But because I don't react to my own feelings. I usually push them down because I got shit to do. But for some reason, all day today, that has not been working. Take care of yourselves. Appreciate your parents. Appreciate your parents, especially if they are the type of parents that are trying to make sure that you can survive when they're not here. I guess that's all I had to say for this. I just, I don't know. I just felt the need to put that out there. V show out, y'all.